So I had to drop the car off today to get the brakes looked at. Not a big deal. But while I'm out there, I find myself in a parking lot. What do? Everybody say it with me. We walk the parking lot. So I haven't had the need or the opportunity to do this as of late, but I've been actively walking every day for 1 to 3 hours, somewhere in there, burning hundreds of calories in the process. And I've already done this morning's workout, but now I find myself in the opportunity to go and do it again. So I'm walking a parking lot, burning extra calories. This makes me happy. If I'm going to work out, this is the environment I want to do it in. I got my phone, my headphones, my tablet, my laptop with my music, and my work, and my walk. This is where the magic happens. One hour at a time, that's what I'm doing. And I'm sweaty and I'm gross and it's good, but I feel better. That whole you'll feel better if you move thing that I never believed. Yeah, there might be a little validity to it. I haven't gotten video of you outside in a while.
Well, you know, the something heart attack, and then don't go outside if it's over 82 degrees.
Yeah, there was that. Okay, so the doctors had you pretty much locked into the house or the hospital.
But it's only 60 degrees today.
And so what are you doing?
I'm outside.
You are outside walking.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the lighting here is terrible. But what I want to point out is the amount of sweat that's running off my face. So, sweat's not an actual indicator of effort, but it's one of the small rewards for, going hard. And all I'm doing is walking. Anybody can walk. You can walk. If I can walk, you can walk. And if you can walk, then you can sweat like this too. You got this. Still going. Where am I this time? Cartagena? I don't know. I'm working on the 90-minute tracks now. It's installing an update. The future is stupid. The hardest part of this isn't the actual effort, it's how boring it gets. I play games on the tablet. I suppose other people watch TV, listen to podcasts, true crime. But for me, tablet games.
Everybody has a little bit of news.
Everybody does have a little bit of news.
I'd like to start with Lily. Lily!
Hi!
What's been going on for you?
So, lately, within the past, I'd say 5 months, I've been trying to lose weight. I've been doing it as safe as I can, as slow as I can, and I am down 18 pounds. Almost 20.
Good job, Lily!
Thank you.
So what have you been doing? Just being mindful?
I've been being mindful. I have a little bit of movement in my day, but not like as much as him. He does a lot of movement. And I'm still losing.
Good job, kid. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
Very good. Watch this. I'm going to clap and you're going to disappear. Through the power of editing, right? Right.
I'm super proud of that girl, though.
I'm tired.
Why?
Well, other than the fact that they just saw what I've been doing for the last 2 months, I'm tired. We were driving home from dinner tonight and I was running some of the numbers, and where I've been moving between 6 and 12 miles a day for the last 2 months. I've got seriously close to 600 miles on the treadmill in the last 2 months.
You have done an impressive amount of walking.
That is insanity is what it is. And so I make the joke, I'm not trying to outrun a bad diet, but no, I'm definitely trying to outrun some bad decisions.
I would say that you successfully outran some bad decisions. I mean, you went today, you did the military thing.
I went and I did my weigh-ins today. I'm down 16, 18 pounds, something like that in the last month and a half, 2 months. And that's a pretty big deal in my opinion. So I'm very, very pleased with it. And I wasn't even like sprinting, it was just walking. I mean, no running.
You were about to say running.
I'm just running. No, I wasn't running, I was just walking.
Yeah, I'd say this is the first time that you didn't run.
So I didn't outrun a bad diet.
You outwalked a bad diet.
I outwalked it.
I've recently started walking more.
Yes, you have.
So Garen purchased for me something I've been wanting a long time, which is an under-desk treadmill.
Yeah, we did. I jumped on Amazon. We were cruising through there and it's like, find this under-desk treadmill. Holds 340 pounds. I was like, ooh.
It lies. I actually feel it trying to give up underneath my feet all the time. But I just kind of hold the table and hope for the best.
So we found this treadmill, just cheap little, I mean, the thing weighs like 50 pounds. It was relatively inexpensive. And it said, this will hold 340 pounds. I mean, right there in the advertisement. It's like, sweet, I'll buy it. Click, didn't even think twice. And it wasn't until Andrea was waiting for it to show up a day or two later that she really started digging into what it was. And she's like, wait a minute, it lied. It maxes out at 280 pounds. But I'd already bought it. It was relatively inexpensive. I'm not gonna feel bad about it. If it burns out, it burns out. So we've got it underneath the desk and she's putting in the time on it now. So.
Yeah, 30 minutes a day. It's about all I can do at the moment before I feel my blood pressure skyrocket, but.
Anyway, if it's something you're interested in, there's probably a link in the description down below.
So I had a birthday recently. Yep. And
happy 23rd birthday.
Yeah. 39, everybody. The one thing I wanted for this birthday was something I actually waited 2 years for, which is the Pixel Watch 2. When Google released the first Pixel Watch, I wanted it, but I knew better than to buy a first gen anything again.
Yeah.
We once bought Microsoft Surface Duos.
I love the concept of those phones, but...
enough that I might look at a Google Fold someday. We bought the watches, and what I wanted was a hybrid smartwatch and a Fitbit. And this is that.
Yes, it is.
Battery life is better than the first generation, but it's not amazing.
The big thing that I'm excited about with this is the Fitbit integration. So Google bought Fitbit out here a couple of months back, years back, something like that. And I've been wearing my Fitbit, and I'm sure you've seen me yeet it against the wall more than once.
So our experience with Fitbit, by the way, is not just us.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people complain that they don't last.
Nope. And I missed having the metrics and the tracking ability and having all of that on my wrist. And with this, I've gotten all of that back and it makes me happy. But I love this thing. So Apple Watch or Pixel Watch or pick your smartwatch, I love this thing. I think it's great. So that's what I have to say about that.
Well, it makes walking on the treadmill a little easier to do.
It absolutely does. Now, what is the worst part of walking on a treadmill?
The monotony.
The monotony. It sucks. It's boring. And sure, you can run and you can walk and you can play with the elevation and be like, look at me, I'm on the Peloton and I'm running with somebody. It's boring. It really is. And not everybody has got the same kind of setup we've got. I admit that. I understand that. But there are ways around this, at least, that I have found.
Well, for me, during the work day, I do my work.
Yep.
But otherwise, if I'm walking, I'm playing Hearthstone.
Yes. So if you, again, go back to the beginning of this video, you'll notice with the walking that we're doing, I'm doing some little tap game. It's called Lily's Garden. Dumb. Super dumb. But I'm like 1,400 levels into that game. It's asinine how far I've
Well, and
gotten.
you really like music.
I do. And music is going to be A big drive. So everything that I do in my head is done to a tempo, to a rhythm, to a beat. And I like a lot of 80s music, Pet Shop Boys, Depeche Mode, Erasure, that kind of thing. And if it's not that, then it's Dosney. What? Why are you WTF? Why the face, Andrea?
Well,
That's what that means. So Dosney it's like a great value brand version of Disney. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I've got this playlist that I put together of all of the big castle songs from the Disney parks, and it is weirdly good for walking. And again, there's probably a link to that below, so go take a peek.
one of the things I want to learn to do, and I have a hard time doing it, is listening to audiobooks and podcasts, because I have a hard time listening to voices. Singing slightly different, but like movies, I have to turn on the captions. I feel like everybody's mumbling all the time. But the one that I've heard recommended is Feel Better, Live More. And then there was another one called like Rich Roll.
Rich Roll? Yeah.
Not Rick Roll. Rick Roll's the joke. Rich Roll.
Oh my goodness.
Those two are the two that I was going to try to start with.
Now, I've heard you say these things, the Feel Better, Live More, and Rich Roll. What are those?
They both derive from motivation.
Okay, so different types of motivation, different parts of your life. So let's flip that coin over. I like, is a hot dog a sandwich?
And I have tried to listen to this in the car with you when we're on road trips.
It's some asinine arguments.
Well, some of it's funny.
Is cereal a soup or a stew? I don't know. And then they argue the point until they determine.
Hey, look, we can have his hot dog a sandwich here in the house.
Heavens, I like you, but not that much. I'm going to go listen to the professionals on that.
Professionals.
Hello, their podcast has at least a dozen listeners. It's way more than that.
I don't want to disparage against their popularity. I'm just saying, how do you become a professional hot dog evaluator?
Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm telling you, don't say it. I think it's a sandwich evaluator. I mean, that's in the title of the podcast. Nice save.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
And now that we've drummed up 7 more listeners for them.
And so is a taco in the state of New York, but I digress. So keeping your ears busy on the treadmill is definitely one of those big things. It's important. Strongly recommend.
So anyways, now that you've passed your weigh-ins.
Yes.
What's next?
First off, I'm not going to work out 3 hours a day anymore because that sucks. It's actually going to be closer to 1. And then on top of that, it's a matter of changing what's being eaten. So we jokingly said when Lily was sitting here, you get skinny in the kitchen, you get fit in the gym. And while, I've got some gains and that's cool and all, I would really like to change what we're eating.
Just eating at home more often would be a change. The problem we're facing is our daughter got a job.
Oh yeah, so it's, hey, what are we having for dinner?
It's just the 2 of us.
Yeah. We're not empty nesters yet by any means, but oh heavens.
It's starting to feel like it.
It's gonna be bad when that one happens. What should we make for dinner? I don't know. Whoppers? No.
I was gonna say, it's gonna be learning moderation through dining out.
Oh, goodness.
It's expensive to eat out.
It is. Here's the call to action, because I love those. If your kids have moved out and it's just you and the spouse, do you eat out or do you cook? Comments down below. Tell me, because I'm actually curious, because this is one of those questions that I'm not going to say it plagues me, but I do definitely wind up thinking about more than I care to admit. So when your kids move out, do you eat out or do you cook? So anyway, that's my question, because I don't have an answer. But
I feel like it won't be that hard to cook for 2. You just gotta half every recipe you find.
or start eating leftovers. Ugh. We've never been leftovers people.
We ate leftovers at Gina's house.
Yeah, we did. We went and visited my sister. She made some awesome food that made for some really good leftovers. So.
Pretty sure we made the food because she was sick.
Oh yeah, that's right. What I'm saying is we like food.
This is why we were there, was to cook for her family.
Word. That was good. But anywho, I digress. With that in mind, thanks for being here. Ring the bell, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, because that's a thing. And yeah, thanks for being here. Have a great day.